This meeting is being conducted in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by advertisement in the Cape May Star and Wave on the Township website and posted on the bulletin board of Township Hall.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Conrad.
Here.
Councilmember Perry.
Here.
Councilmember Simonson.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Clark.
Here.
Mayor Beck.
Here. Jim, are you doing a dog and pony show up front here, or we're not?
Council comments.
Doing council comments, okay. All right, we'll pass that then. We'll move down to consent agenda. Is there any council comments or questions on the consent agenda? Open up to public comments or questions on the consent agenda. Close the public portion.
Approval of the New Jersey State Firemen's Association membership transfer of William A. Bells IV to the Villas Volunteer Fire Company. Approval of the minutes from July 18, 2016, and resolutions number 2016-218 through 2016-228.
Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve. Second.
Councilmember Conrad.
Yes.
Councilmember Perry.
Yes.
Councilmember Simonson.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Clark.
Yes.
Mayor Beck.
Yes.
Resolution number 2016-229. This is the Delaware Bay Shore Council resolution. This is an appointment to the council.
All right, well, frankly, I'd like to see Norris stay on there because he was one of the initiators. I think he's on there regardless. So I think that the people that established it are there for a year. That you guys have the floor on that, so tell me what you need.
My comments are the same as the last meeting. There's 5 months left in a year. I don't think that we should be making any appointments until the new council gets in and let the new council make the appointments that they so desire.
I think you need to appoint somebody now because it's their initial, is that correct, Norris?
They can do it when they want to.
Okay. Then you want to just put it to the side, is that what you're saying?
I mean, the more the merrier. I just want to, I think it's important that we get representation from council, and I'd like more of us. You know, Jim's been coming to these meetings, and it's important that we stay involved. We organized, we incorporated, we had our first board meeting. There were 13 representatives of municipalities, counties. We also had 2 representatives from the DEP. They're taking this very seriously. So this is an important initiative that's grown out of Lower Township. And I reached out to Tom and invited him to be a part of it if he's interested. Dave, anybody that wants to work with us on this would be just great.
What does the rest of council feel?
Well, I think Norris is right, but also Norris, you're already on there, correct? I mean, instead of I think well,
But someone else can get involved too.
yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I like, Jim could do it.
So you're saying sooner than later is what you're saying?
Yeah, Jim could, Jim's been, he's been to 3 of the meetings, 3 or 4 of the meetings, so it could be him as part of the, part of our representation from Lower Township.
What do you want to do, guys?
How about I go on to the end of the year with
All right,
Jim,
that's-
and then the new council could decide that Norris will be there anyway.
Yep,
And that way,
that'd be
we
great.
have more people, if that's acceptable to the rest of the council.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Fantastic, thanks, Tom.
Okay, make that as a part of a resolution, a nomination.
I don't know if I can nominate myself.
Norris?
So I'll move that, that Tom Conrad and
Jim?
Manager Jim Ridgway be appointed to the council. Tom is representative and Jim, I guess, alternate.
And that's to the end of the year.
Yes.
Well, it can be as long as you, I mean, the terms are 3 years. You can do it for 3 years, or you can change your minds and mix it up. It's up to you guys.
Yeah.
I'll second that.
Thank you.
Councilmember Conrad?
Yes.
Councilmember Perry?
Yes.
Councilmember Simonson?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Clark?
Yes.
Mayor Beck?
Yes. Okay. Jim, you're up.
Make sure your microphone works, Jim.
Joel, do you have any announcements? You didn't give them to me, did you?
You want some of the
Turn one
lights?
of those lights off before they, you know,
Both of them.
that's good. I plan on putting out a press release this week, but based on the last council meeting and phone calls I've had from media, et cetera, about our current financial position in the township, I wanted to bring up certain issues tonight to our council before they had to wait a week and a half to get this information. We certainly are not in a financial quagmire in Lower Township. I'm going to present 5 bullet points here to prove a couple things about a special financial team that I've been working with in Lower for 18 months. And this team has put this township in a position that it has never been in 17 years. We achieved the highest bond rating in the history of the township last week, despite high unemployment in the 2 of our individual areas that we really don't have anything to do with unemployment. But our financial practices, the mentorship of our auditing firm, our CFO, our tax assessor, and our tax collector have done one heck of a job for this township. This is the midpoint of 2016. We ended the second quarter with a cash balance in our current fund account of $9.78 million. 4.1 of that is earmarked for capital. This leaves an unreserved current fund cash balance of $5.6 million compared to last year balance of 4.3. Our budget status shows most revenues meeting or exceeding budget expectations, and our expenditures are within spending parameters. We have hired very, very few people since I came into this job, and we have cut in areas through attrition. Our tax collection rate, which has to be one of the highest probably in South Jersey, is up again for 6 months. Our tax appeal count has decreased from last year. We lost $1.5 million in ratables last year. Our new tax collector, basically, there were only 27 appeals, and our losses were down 370. Lastly, this credit rating increase from Standard & Poor's is the real deal. From A+ to AA, this moves Lower Township from the quality of bonds. Our bonds have always been upper medium grade. We are now high-quality bonds. And last week, we had a tax bond sale here, and it was highly successful in these economic times. Again, the report card for the 6 months is not a quagmire, but a job well done by this financial team. And I look forward to the second half of the year, despite the fact that we've had a storm that has crippled our manpower, and we're fighting through it. And
more progress has taken place in the last 10 days. I think we're about 70% in the village right now. Are there still trees and branches? Absolutely. But literally, football fields of trees in that back of that MUA have been being split for the last 72 hours by an outside company, and we're doing the best we can to get that to the finish line. So that's all I have for right now. Thank you. And I apologize for my bronchitis, but it is what it is.
Okay. We're administrative reports. Is there any comments or questions? Or the call to the public, Tom?
Council,
Or
want to thank.
council comments, I'm sorry.
I want to thank
Go
the, start with the Recreation Department and basically the Rec Advisory Board and the DRBA for the wonderful concert series that's going on down at the Ferry this year. They're doing a great job. They're well attended and well managed. The acts are doing great, and I'm very impressed with that. Public Works, they are doing a wonderful job. I've seen them go out there. Some people, they might not be moving fast enough, but you look at the volume that we're dealing with. It's incredible, and we had nowhere to put it. They are working. They're out there at least 6 days a week, I believe. I don't know if they're working Sundays right now, but they're out there trying to get all that out off the streets to make it safer and look better. Police, we covered last week. Officer Harkins is here, local product, really great officer. Love to see him on the force. Don't forget to thank your police, and if you want signs, contact someone. We'll see what we could do. And who else can we contact? And the manager. I want to thank you for the presentation. It's always nice to know where we are financially and to see the public get all the information. Dave?
Only a few things to add. Again, a big thank you to the gentlemen that are out there from Public Works in the extreme heat that we've had the last couple of weeks. You know how hot it's been and how humid it's been. Those guys have been out there from early in the morning when they start work. They after hours out there collecting those branches and trying to get the streets cleaned up. And I give them a lot of credit for getting in there and pitching in to get the things done. The only other comment I do have to make is that hopefully by our second meeting in September, I'll be reporting on information getting back from the county in regards to the Bayshore Road. Number one is the speed study that should be finished by the end of August, from what I understand, what I've been told. I hope to report on that, and hopefully we'll find out how we're doing with the project of the engineering study that's being done on Bayshore Road from Lincoln Boulevard to Town Bank Road. That's it.
Actually, along with that, Dave, I know that the county did receive, I guess they went out to bid for contracts to take care of Seashore Road from the Canal Bridge to the Masonic Lodge. I know there's been several citizens concerned over the last couple of years about the speeds coming off of the bridge heading towards West Cape May, and that will be addressed. They're going to be redoing the road, so we're going to be fighting to make sure that there's a double no passing line put in, as well as working on trying to get a lower speed limit there as well. What happens is the people coming down off the bridge obviously accumulate high speeds and then continue on down Seashore Road, and obviously there's bike lanes on both sides. A lot of families travel using the bike lanes and such. Also, with that, I just want to give, I know our employees here at the Town Hall, and Jim, you too, the accolades, and they don't always get the accolades that they deserve, but a job well done, putting the township in, a good financial state at this point of the year, and just want to give them the kudos they deserve. And remind everyone, and I know that the mayor's got the announcements, but tomorrow night is National Night Out. Come out and support our police. This year it's been moved due to construction at the high school. It's going to be at the ferry terminal, which should be a nice change. It's a great facility. God bless you. And it's 5 to 7 down there. And come on out and support. There'll be a lot of activities for young folks and support our police. That's it for me.
Well, if anybody was driving down the main thoroughfare of Cape May Courthouse in front of the old courthouse, they would have seen nearly 200 people today with signs supporting our police officers that are putting themselves on the line every day for us. It really did my heart good to see that many people come out with signs. They were spilling out into the streets, and it was a great event that was organized by the Cape May Emerald Society. And they had their green shirts on, many of them, and we spilled into the streets with the signs, and you would have been glad to see how many people were honking their horns as they passed by in support of our good officers in this county and across the country. So I just wanted to say thank you to the Cape May Emerald Society, and thank you for Mayor Beck for being there as well and holding that sign up.
I took the sign, this is it here. Yeah, it's, well, you know, obviously, we know where this council and this town stands on that issue as far as supporting the police. I mean, that's not even really an issue here. But that being said, it's important that we make sure people understand where we're at. Okay, so the concert series, they have been outstanding. I had to laugh. They had what the Rolling Stones knock off the other night, right? I go up there and the guys got this British accent, and I'm like looking at him. I said, "Where are you from?" He says, "Northeast Philly." He went to Father Judge. They were from my old neck of the woods up there, so that was kind of cute in a certain way. But it was good to see some boys from the city. Anyway,
I forgot to take that off the top.
this week, what's that?
I left them on there. I should have taken them off.
No, you don't. They're not on there. You got the Philbilly. Is that this week, right? I know who will be there with a cowboy hat on, Eileen. This is the country cover music, so all you country western fans, you better get out there. Otherwise, we cancel them. Okay, they're going. All right. Then we have August 10th is the, and I always like reading this one, Jameson, the Irish. This is a band. It's not the drink. It's the Irish rock band or whatever. Then August 17th is the Billy Joel Tribute Band, which we've seen year in, year out, which are also outstanding. Yes, the night out is tomorrow night, and the Township Substance Abuse Committee will have a table over there too, so please stop by. I'll be over there. That's at the ferry from 5 to 7, and then you have the Coombs Douglas Memorial Bay Run, which is this Saturday, the 6th, at the Town Bank Fire Hall. I guess that's it. A call to the public. Anybody wishes to address council, step forward, take the microphone. All right, close the public portion.
Resolution number 2016-230, a resolution providing for a meeting not open to the public in accordance with the provisions of the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-12. This is to discuss police contract negotiation update.
Motion.
Second.
Councilmember Conrad?
Yes.
Councilmember Perry?
Yes.
Councilmember Simonson?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Clark?
Yes.
Mayor Beck?
Yes.